Hello and good morning. Today is Thursday, and have a little bit of time before work, so why not play some Office Lovers? So last night I uploaded the prologue just for you guys to read through, follow along with, but today we're gonna try voicing the MC. We're gonna do that. Okay. Main story, and these are our what would you call that, our lovely bachelors to choose from. See, we got our ginger boy Mahiro, we got Saigo, we got Atori, Kato, and Hoiga. Which one? Any, mini, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his... Oh, never mind, we picked that one. Confidential information. Okay, chapter 1. I could hardly believe my luck. I had selected to join the development team of a huge project to make new products. Still, in disbelief, sitting among the other members in the meeting room, it felt like a dream. Mr. Hoiga, the project leader, looked carefully into each one of our eyes. If we were doing Christmas package, it would need special colors and classy packaging. Without something else to draw in the eyes of the passing woman, it would surely fail. Mr. Saigo spoke up without missing a beat. Why would he want to group with me? Are you sure you're okay working with me? I was surprised enough to be selected for this project, let alone be picked as a partner. Despite my second guessing his choice, Mr. Saigo turned towards me with a smile. Thank you. The sudden turn of events made me feel confused and pleased all at the same time. Excuse me. Okay, I'll do my best to keep up with Mr. Saigo. It looked like we would be working together again. It was reassuring for me, but I would have to go the extra mile not to let him down. Well, I guess these boys be Thursday. They all wanted to work with me. Hey. Mr. Kato sighed with disappointment, shaking his head. I was a bit worried whether or not I was going to be fit to work on this project. However, most of them worried and vanished when I heard the others arguing pairing with me. Yeah, I can't wait to start. He had high expectations of me. I didn't want to let him down. I gave him a nod of confidence. Since I was working with Mr. Saigo, I couldn't afford to slack off. The first thing I did was look at your past 10 years of cosmetics from the holiday seasons. Then, I looked at the cosmetics and sales figures from our competition. It looks like all the sales of lip gloss have been trending lately. I was immersed in my work when I felt someone pass my back. Oh, Mr. Saigo, you surprised me. I had no idea it was almost midnight. Sorry, it's a bad habit of mine. I don't know. Really? My heart skipped a beat when he said he admired me. He probably hadn't meant anything by it, but it still surprised me. That'd be great, but by then it will be too late, and we'll miss the last train. But should we go out and grab something to eat and him drive me home, or should I I don't know. That sounds great. Cut that out. I'm not a kid anymore. That's a tough question. Was there a hidden meaning behind his words? My heart twitched in excitement. I was pretty sure he was only teasing me, though. I never said I would. Alright, I'm coming. For as kind as gentle as he looked, Mr. Saigo sure had a pushy side to his personality. He seemed more worse now than from when I knew him before. Some past incidents that happened due to his personality came to mind. I tried to get used to him driving me around, though. It wasn't fair to him. I do, but first, thanks for yesterday. Mr. Saigo is a very nice person and close to my idea boss. I'm good at doing that sort of thing. He brought up the figures on my computer. Looking at the same monitor, our faces were so close I couldn't concentrate. I was trying to regain my composure when I noticed him staring at my lips. Yeah, we need a concept that brings the focus back to lipstick if we're going to succeed. Honestly, I don't have any idea. Every man that I've ever was involved with, I guess, didn't really care for lipstick because it gets in the way. But this is a game, this is Japan, and I don't know. Okay. I can see why a lot of men would think lipstick is sexy. Okay. Alright. I do gotta confess, red lipstick is like a classic staple for sexy. Think of 1980s videos and stuff. And lots of magazines, it's always red lipstick. Okay. Yeah. Why are you staring at my lips? When he said it to me with such a straight face, my heart fluttered. What? Neither. I just use lip balm. I'm too busy. I don't have the time to make myself pretty. What do you mean by that? Really? Occasionally he had moments like this where I had no idea what he was talking about. Girl, he wants your nuts. Can't you see that? Oh my god. Okay. I will schedule the meeting room for us as soon as it opens up. With lipstick on my mind, I thought to myself it might be a good idea to use it once in a while. I should have time to do it no matter how busy my schedule was. I wondered what Mr. Saigo would say if he saw me wearing it. Why was I so concerned about what he thought anyway? Girl, 'cause you got a crush, that's why. Using the meeting room was great because we could work without any distractions. I was working on creating a new concept for lipstick with Mr. Saigo sitting across from me. We should have Mario design us something that women can use to seduce men. It would have been some sort of temptress thing to it. We could call it something like Little Devil. That's true. Maybe. How does excitement sound? There's also charming. Anyway, the final product should feel similar to lip gloss and have a similar appearance. Hopefully. Yeah? We both smiled and nodded in approval. This scene reminded me of working with them like the old days. I enjoyed it. I was thinking the same thing. We're good at bouncing ideas off of each other. Yeah, I'm glad it worked out so we can work together again. What mistake? Huh? No, it means a lot to me. Was he talking about work or something more personal? Thinking about the deeper meaning, my face began to blush. Mr. Saigo stared at me and looked like he wanted to say something. Suddenly, the meeting room door opened. No, I'm lucky to have such a great boss. What pep rally? I was in the office looking at emails when Mr. Saigo came by. Was there something to discuss? That was quick. Mr. Saigo smirked with an amused face before leading me into the meeting room. It looked like everyone else had already gathered inside. Many bottles of liquor and plates and sushi were all lined up on the table. Now that everyone is here, let's have a toast, said Mr. Otori. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to read that part. I thought pep rallies were supposed to inspire everyone to work harder and boost morale. One look at Mr. Otori with the beer in his hand, ready to toast, and I knew this was different. Then again, I should have been expecting that when he said he would schedule it on a whim. Cheers. Wait, what? 1 million? Our CEO blurted out a tremendous amount as if as it was nothing to him. Everyone around him almost spit out their drinks. The other team members seemed so confident, I wish I could be more like them. I tried to conjure some confidence, but I still felt nervous about the whole thing. The two of them noticed the worry on my face and tried to help. I'm just feeling the pressure a little bit. 1 million is a big goal to set. I was just about to say I would love to. Suddenly somebody came from behind me and put their arms around me. What? What? Mr. Saigo. Mr. Saigo. Hey. Look at that. Look, she looks all scared. He's kind of rapey. Mr. Saigo? My heart pounded in my chest. In an instant, the room became silent and all eyes were on us. But what if I just want to relax and have fun? Wow. Okay. His bold voice and confidence left the room for anyone to argue. I couldn't believe he was fighting over me right in front of the middle of the party. Peeking over my shoulder, I looked at his face, and he wasn't the least bit concerned about it. Was he being jealous? Well, no shit. Oh my god, Mr. Saigo. Oh, okay. It was after the pep rally had ended. Mr. Saigo was escorting me to the train station. He must have had too much alcohol to drive, so he had to walk home instead. Even though it happened way earlier, I couldn't stop thinking about what he said at the pep rally. No, that's not it. I hesitated over what to say. Oh, do we confront him or do we just kind of blow it off? Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Do we want to be thirsty too? Shit. Top one. Huh? A jolt ran through my body, freezing my legs in place. Mr. Saigo came to stop as well as begin to stare at me. His sudden confession made me dizzy. But Mr. Saigo, I can't even talk. I think you've had a little bit too much to drink. I tried to hide my panic and by blaming him, but my excitement leaked out of my face. Out of my face, my voice. Oh, damn. Oh, that's cute, though. I'm not that drunk. If anything, I'm drunk in love. Oh, look at he's all blushy and stuff. Oh, Mr. Saigo. Enough with the jokes, besides. I can't take my boss. It would be impossible to work like that. Don't forget, Mr. Tori said we couldn't do that, too. But my cheeks grow warmer from his sudden confession of love. I don't know about this. When did you become so pushy? They looked at me like a hunter looks at his prey. I couldn't look away. I love how cheesy this is. This is amazing. In my heart, I thought he was the ideal boss. I was overjoyed to work with him. But I never thought the day would come where he would confess his love to me. I didn't know what to do. You get it, girl. That's what you do. Hey. And you kind of know what he makes. You know, it's well established. Look, he's got a car. That's good, right? Right? Thanks for what Mr. Saigo had said to me. I didn't get a wink of sleep. Ugh. Don't say that. I'm telling you, that was a joke of his. He seemed full of confidence, but at the same time, disappointed to say it. Speak of the devil. Just then, Mr. Saigo came walking in. Hello. He just scared the other dude away. What do you think you're doing? Don't tell me that was part of your plan. You're more of a schemer than I thought. Come on, seriously? I don't even attempt to look pretty. I look boring. Well, thanks, I guess. He smiled at me and sat down at his desk. I wondered how long he'd been watching me. Overjoyed, I broke into a smile. Maybe my relationship with him would go somewhere. After hearing he was interested in me, I wasn't sure how to behave around Mr. Saigo. In order to escape him, I locked myself away in the meeting room these past couple days. It was the only way I could actually get some work done. The problem is taking the concept and making a product with it. I pored over the designs Mahara drew up for me with ideas running through my head. It's you. I'm not. You know? That's kind of embarrassing. That seems unfair. You devil. He shrugged his shoulders when I glared at him. Just then the door opened and Mr. Cato walked in. Mr. Cato left the room, but not before letting out a sigh. Do you get well along with him? What did he mean by kindness? So is that why you're under so much pressure to see this project through? My emotions started to run wild when I heard him talk about us. Having been at meetings all day, I was completely exhausted. It was finally time for lunch, and I was thinking about what I wanted to eat. Yeah, I was thinking about going out somewhere. While Quintero and I were talking, Mr. Saigo dropped by and interrupted us. Quintero was overjoyed, but I couldn't find it in me to act the same. Mr. Saigo was always scheming. I was sure this was another one of his sneaky plans. Knowing what I do about him, I couldn't help but think that. He asked me in a quiet voice. I am. He was right. What is it this time? Mr. Saigo is one wicked man. Do you always act this jealous? Always, just usually. I was getting involved with someone who was a little crazy. I forced myself to smile at him. Being around him was bad for my emotions. I wondered how much longer I could take all of this. Another day went by, and I was left working alone in the office late into the night. Or so I thought. Mr. Saigo came back. Suddenly, my pulse quickened. Oh, were you out with clients? Must be tough to be a sales manager. I bet you're good at getting people to spill those secrets. What? That's amazing! Oh, yeah, sure. My heart raced when I noticed how handsome he looked when he was deep in thought. I had to remind myself that this wasn't the time to be thinking about him, and turned my attention back to my computer screen. Huh? On the button of the screen, I thought I saw an icon I didn't recognize, but it disappeared. Maybe it had been my imagination. It's nothing. I think I'm just getting tired. The documents he wanted to look at finally loaded. He intently studied the screen. Not able to help myself, I peeked at him from the corner of my eye. I couldn't help but think how majestic he looked. Sure, did you find anything useful? Well, are you gonna tell me? Come on, cut it out already. When he started to run, I can't even talk. When he stared right into my eyes, I lost my composure and became flustered. Stop acting like a child! Though I felt like a child myself for getting so embarrassed over nothing, everything he said seemed to make my emotions run wild one way or another. How in the world was I going to manage working with this guy? Well, we got zero likability? What? Alright. Well, that ends it for episode 1 of Forbidden Lovers. Tell me what you think. You know, should we go on? Should we see if we're gonna hook up with Mr. Saigo? Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Toodles!